On the line by Mbali Nkosi, international DJ, actress, reality TV personality. Mbali, you've worn so many hats. I've just listed a few of them. Right? Music, acting, reality TV. Which of these right now feels closest to your core?
I genuinely think it's music, and that's probably because it all stems from that, right? When you're doing musical theater, there's music in it. When you're dancing, there's music in it. Like everything, even when you're presenting, even when you're doing radio, your backtrack, everything just falls in music. So I think that's something that speaks to me right now. And I think that's the reason why currently that's something I'm pursuing more and more.
So, I mean, you speak about musical theater. Is that what you studied?
Yes, I went to art school from the age of like 5. I know it sounds so cliche when people are like, oh, right, you went to art school.
No, but it sounds like it's a full circle moment.
But I did. My mom took me to an art school called Legal in Rosebank. It was above Soul Candy Music Studios. What are the chances? Which is an engineering production school. And we literally did everything from your drama to your dance to your piano instruments. So it's something that's just always been there. But only now, at the moment, I decided, let me come into the foreground and actually create my own debut body of work.
And why that decision? Because, you know, the trajectory of your career has not... I would have never thought, by the way, that you would have done musical theater, because you went from reality TV, acting, content creation, and.
You know, the crazy thing is, right? Actually, I'm revealing my age. But
it's a safe space, girl.
Hey, safe space, guys. But honestly speaking, we grew up in an age where there was no social media. So it's not something that is new. It's just something that wasn't shown, if that makes sense. From a young age, I was doing musical theater. I played Annie. I was in Chicago. I danced around the world. I danced for artists. I danced on idols. I danced it's things that were there all the time, but it's just not something that we posted. I mean, I think I even only joined Facebook like in varsity. So even though this is something we're doing from a young age, we were in dance crews. We traveled the world dancing, but it's not something that was documented. And I think a lot of people have a perception that you're only starting something now when it's something that's just always been there. And also people must remember that you take the opportunities that you get. It's not to say you don't go for the castings. It's not to say you don't go for the auditions. But you're not going to get a job every day. So you go to the casting, you go to the audition, and whatever opportunity you get is the one that you take. So it was not something new. I mean, while I was dancing, I was auditioning for acting roles. While I was dancing, I was auditioning for presenting roles. When I was 17, I wrote a song that got Summer nominated when I was 18. But it's not a situation that we posted about it. So it's nothing new. It's just that now we have the privilege to actually post the work that we have, and it gets a bigger reach because now you've got access to different countries, you have access to different platforms, so you can actually push your work more right now.
Mbali, tell us about your debut body of work, Elements. I mean, there are a few songs there, Moya, Umhlaba, Dreams. Tell us about it.
Oh, I love it so much. I think it's because it's purely me. Like, if you want to know who I am, that literally embodies me in a musical form. A lot of people don't know I'm heavily rooted in my spirituality and in my culture. And I wanted music that actually embodies that. I wanted people to understand, like, where do I come from, and also like bringing all our African cultures back together. It's very important. I think we should really push the talent and the skills that we have in this continent. So going back onto what it means, the EP is called Elements. I wanted to actually take all the different elements of the universe, and because we're African, we've got 5 elements, not 4. So it's earth, air, water, fire, spirit, being the 5th one. And but because I also studied somatology, I'm a chakra hun. So I wanted the songs I wanted the songs to align with you spiritually. So I made sure that started with spirit and end with earth, umhlaba, because spirit is coming from your crown and umhlaba is your root, which is at the bottom. So I made sure the songs are aligned according to a way that could also speak to us on a spiritual level. Moya, it means spirit in Zulu or Xhosa. It means a lot to me. I worked on that song with Spice Drums, Ubuhle Bendalo Mda, which I absolutely love her voice. A lot of people might recognize her from when she was the vocalist on The Soil, but also as an individual artist, she's incredible, extremely spiritual. And I made sure that every single song embodies the element. So in spirit, we needed to have a spiritual vocalist.
Yeah.
We needed to have drums and beats and instruments that could evoke emotion. I always had this dream of having Isthakaza Losami, which is your clan names, in a song. And when I spoke to Buhle, I was like, listen, I've got this voice clip on my phone about Mbali Nkosi, and I wanted that on a song. And she was like, let's do it. And I said, but I also want to pay homage to my mom's side, Abung Selek. So if you listen to the song in the beginning, it's Isthakazelo Zabung Nkosi, and then it actually asks the ancestors to like take me on this journey and welcome me. And then at the end, Isthakazelo Zabung Selek. So it's very like close to home. The second song, Dreams, which is my air element, we made sure we use a lot of percussion instruments so that it's very airy, very dreamy. The song is about change, which is what air is. It's always moving, it's always changing. And we worked on that with Rolene, and she wrote such a beautiful song about how love can just change, and you still want it, but you're not sure if it's for you. And I'm sure so many people can relate to that, where you still might want something. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. It could be work, it could be a friendship, it could a decision, but you asking, is it the right decision for me? Is it something I want right now? Because you change, the world changes, everything changes sometimes. So I'm sure everybody can relate with that. With Water, Yamaya, it's sung in Spanish. I worked with Bostasi on that one.
Okay.
And it's such a beautiful song about cleansing yourself. Yamaya is actually from Yoruba origin. It's a water goddess, and people tend to pray to her for cleansing self. It's a Orisha that is pro-woman. Pro-protecting women, and in the stage of place we are in, where GBV is so prevalent, wanted a song to like that's just gonna like soldier woman, to say like whatever's happened in the past doesn't define you, and you can actually like step into your own journey. You can cleanse yourself in whichever way you want. It could be through prayer. It could be through speaking to a higher self, whether it's the universe, whether it's journaling, whether it's to yourself, whether it's to your ancestors. And cleanse yourself of that and move forward and push forward in what you want to do. And again, because of water, we made sure it's fast paced, lots of sounds that like sounds like water falling. And because water can be hard and water can be soft, we have moments of the song being fast, we have moments of the song slowing down. It's a beautiful tribute to women in general.
Wow.
Oh man, Mbali. You want to go through all the elements, all the 5 elements?
I'm sorry.
We have unfortunately run out of time. Tell us where we can find elements.
Definitely, guys. You can find it on all streaming platforms. All you have to do is search Mbali Nkosi on socials. I'm also at the Mbali Nkosi, and you can take a moment. You can listen to the songs. I'm sure there's write-ups about it, so you can hear all about it. It's a beautiful body of work. Worked with really amazing people, and that's all I want to do. I want to make sure I make music that people can relate to, that also can touch people, not just on the dance floor, but spiritually and heal you. Yes.
Mbali Nkosi, DJ, artist, and actress. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of Cape Town.
Thank you, guys. And sorry, I just talked, eh?
No. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Thank you. It is 31 minutes after 1 Central African time. It is sports. time?